Beautiful day today, man. I cannot recall a day after I came home from the federal prison. I cannot recall that I am complaining about any day. That is why I am just so grateful that I got locked up. That I got locked up, man. Because if I didn't get locked up, I didn't know how to appreciate anything, everything around me. The people, the places, you know what I'm saying? Just self. You have to appreciate self, because you living, right? So today is beautiful, man. Beautiful. I've been on YouTube actively 2 years, man. Like, I was inspired because I seen a lot of people go through life aimlessly, man. They know what direction they're gonna take, right? And sometimes people are being held back because of their criminal ways, or they're being held back because of their addiction. They're being held back because they cannot control themselves, don't have the discipline just to resist. You know what I'm saying? And that exactly how I was, man. I don't have none of those things, and because lack of guidance and lack of support, you know what I'm saying? I'm out in the streets, man, and end up doing 10 years, man. And it's sad to say, but that's what it takes for me. You know what I'm saying? But for some people, even it even took them more harsh circumstances for them to realize, man, that it's time for them to turn back, right? But I'm happy, man, that I'm living. I'm living, man. A lot of people came home from prison. They didn't accomplish their goals. They didn't achieve the things that they need to achieve. They're still out, everywhere, don't have a place to live, still struggling financially. There's a lot of people, man. Even the ones that not even went to prison, man. They're struggling too. We all struggles, man, some ways or the other. I found out that as long as you can come to your realization of who you are, then everything else falls in places. Anybody can be rich. Anybody can make a lot of money. Anybody can become whoever they wish to be if they put their mind to it. And I learned that through doing hard times. I learned that from doing hard time, man. As a Vietnamese immigrant living in Atlanta, man, I'm telling you, man, Vietnamese here, I myself, is like, you have no kind of support here. 30 years ago, people in Atlanta probably don't know who's the Vietnamese, to be honest with you. Because I lived here almost 40 years. And when I first came over, people don't know what nationality I am, who I was. You know what I'm saying? And but they only knew a Vietnam War. That's it, right? And then maybe 10 years in, people start seeing Vietnamese popped up in the news, drive-by, shooting, killing, extortion. That's how we were known to them, through criminal activities, man. It's bad, but most of us came over here, man. We are just wild. We are ignorant of the laws, man. And that's the price we had to pay. Vietnamese community here, we non-existent when I first came over here, right? Almost 40 years now. Even now, right? Vietnamese community, we are not where we want to be. compared to the Chinese communities, Korean communities, you know, the Indian communities. We can't we not even talk about the black community. You know, even with all that strife and division among them, but they're still holding solid position as a communities, man. And in my opinion, for us Vietnamese community to be strong, we need to connect with the black community or the Hispanic or the Korean. But we can't do that until we come together ourselves. That's the problem. We don't have no real leaderships in the Vietnamese community here in Atlanta. You know, they're only those people, whoever is in charge or part of the community, they offer themselves. They're not looking to expand. They're not looking to grow. They're not looking to better our communities, man. They're not. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? So we as a community here in Atlanta, we just need to work harder, right? Work harder, man. And them old folks need to move out of the ways. Let the younger generation take over, right? With a new mind, new innovative ideas. That's what we need here, man. As a community, man. You know, we need to get ourselves together, man. That's all I'm saying. But back in the day, Vietnamese make some noises because we make the news. Now, we make some noises because of the Vietnamese noodle pho or the Vietnamese sandwich banh mi, right? So now at least people say, oh yeah, that's Vietnamese food. That's Vietnamese food. You know, that's Vietnamese making those foods. You know, it's all right. You know, we need to be known something else beside the food. You know, and in order for that to happen, we need to put in the works. We need to put in the works, man. We need to put in the works. Vietnamese ourselves, we have a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems. Huh? We need to educate ourselves, man. As far as being more open-minded, man. Be more open-minded here. Because now that you realize it or not, the Vietnamese, a lot of us, man, we're racist, man. For real. Every time when I talk to a racist Vietnamese, man, when they talk about they don't like black people, man, this is what I tell them. I said, what the hell you talking about you don't like black people? You doing theirs every day. You taking their money. They'll bring you businesses. And you talking about you don't like them. Get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me, man. You know? I always reminded them, man. I like, man, there are always good and bad people in any races, man. So, but you have to look at facts. That the struggles that black people went through for us people of different nationality, to have certain privileges and rights because of their struggles. So first, before you criticize them or hating on them, first you got to appreciate the struggles, the sacrifices that they put in. See, in order for my people, my Vietnamese people, to grow, to be strong as a community, to unite it, we first must educate ourselves about the history here. So most Vietnamese, the older generation that came here, they ain't try to learn that. They just want to follow with the crowds. Wherever white people do, they'll follow through. Come on, man. Open your eyes. There are bad white people, bad Vietnamese people, bad black people, Hispanics, Korean. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the good and the bad. We can never grow as a community here in Atlanta, man. For real, for real. The reason I say what I say is that at least I can represent the voices because I've been in the streets. I've been a hustler. I was a gang member. I went to the Fed, right? And then I am a reformer now. I can talk to this merchant. I can talk to these good people. And you cannot say, just, if you see the Vietnamese on YouTube and talking about he's Vietnamese and he this and that, well, even though our community is not as big as compared to other community here in Atlanta, but at least just say, since you said you know what's going on in the communities, all right, you mention your name, and then they don't know who you are. You're just some good old boys, coming out of nowhere and try to represent the people. You know what I'm saying? You're not really working for the people. There's a lot of working Vietnamese people here, you know? We don't have real leaders, man. I said we do. I think Vietnamese community here, man, we be prosperous, man. We have 2.4 million Vietnamese in the whole U.S. In the whole U.S. California, they got the most Vietnamese people. Almost 1 million people, man. The reason why most of them relocate after the wars there or different reason is because California got that tropical weather, kind of like Vietnam. And it's close to Vietnam, you know what I'm saying? They're supposed to go there to relocate it. But California get play out, man. Housing is expensive, crowded, water shortages, gas prices skyrocketing, The only reason they stay, they like a lot of free stuff, I remember back in the day when California guys, gangbangers, kept coming over. They always brag they're from California. I don't know why. For some reason, they always brag, yeah, we from California. Okay. Respect. Right? Respect. But why you gotta brag, right? As a Vietnamese immigrants, we all should love and respect each other. Don't matter where you come from, what states you're coming from, right? But California get play out, man. But California's still a great place to live if you can make money, right? You can make money because everything over there is high. In Georgia, Atlanta, man, everything over here is affordable, but it's getting to the point where everything is become expensive, man. And Vietnamese, we have to evolve, man. We can't just keep depending on nails and noodle house and sandwich shops. You know what I'm saying? We need to put out people through trades and stuff, man. It's critical that we need to evolve with the trend, man, for real. Well, y'all know, man, look, any community that thrive, first, the people have to have this understanding of unity, right? We all have to put in the works. Vietnamese as whole, that's what we have to do, man. We can't pull together if we can't live side by side. Man, if I look around, right, I see the blacks, at least they have a black neighborhood. Majority black people live in that neighborhood. Same thing with the Hispanics. Same thing with the Korean, and same thing with the white. Where the Vietnamese at? Where y'all at? Where y'all living at? Man, y'all spread out everywhere. Y'all ain't even got a neighborhood call yourself a Vietnamese neighborhood. The worst part about Vietnamese here, man, is y'all open your shop in the area where y'all make money off the Vietnamese. But then y'all take y'all money, go elsewhere and spend. Y'all ain't even put it back where your shop at, where your business at. Y'all ain't even do that. What did I tell you? That tell you, we, as a Vietnamese community here, we're weak. And the reason that we were making some noise because them gangbanger like us. That's why we make some noises. You know, I hate to say that, but that's the reason why. Because we ain't selfish. I wish there were more reformers like me. You know what I'm saying? That can speak good English. Well, my English all right. Well, for me it's good, but for somebody else that native borns, you know, y'all good with the English language, man. So yeah, I'm getting by. Put it like that. I'm sorry I didn't hijack the language, but man, we Vietnamese here, we need to tighten up, man. We need to tighten up, especially when folks want to do nails in your nail salon. Y'all need to learn and teach your workers, man, or your independent contractor how to take care of the customers, man. Respectfully, man. Stop talking in Vietnamese in front of customer, man. That's the first rule, man. Teach all your nail salon shop owner, y'all need to teach y'all contractor how to treat the customer, man. Y'all need to do that. Well, man, I pray that Vietnamese community here get stronger. Young people are open-minded. Continue to share a rich culture to the people of Atlanta. I love black people here, man, because a lot of my friends are blacks. I have a lot of Latino friends, you know. I used to have a lot of Korean friends back in the early 90s. That's a different type of Korean, man. Nowadays, Korean, I don't know what the hell wrong with them. They're racist as hell. I ain't scared to say it. They think they're up here, you know what I'm saying? I like the Chinese because I can connect with the Chinese. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy your beautiful days. Remember, man, if your first time hear me, like, subscribe. I'm always on here, the alternative talking podcast for my Vietnamese people. Until next time, peace, y'all. Have a good day.